Good morning. It's Tuesday, September the 17th, 2013. This is AGORACOM News TV. Each morning I go through various different press releases and try to find those that stand out the best to me. And then I offer you my insight into what I'm seeing in those press releases that really stands out. And I think that gives you a very good group of companies to do your homework on, and hopefully find some investment winners in there as well. I'm Alan Barry Labucan. I'm the Chief Market Commentator for AGORACOM, and today I have 7 companies to talk about, so I will get right to it. The first company I wanted to talk about today is Rockwell Diamonds, Inc. They recovered 4 rough diamonds, each exceeding 100 carats in weight, from their operations in the Middle Orange River region, that's in South Africa, during the past 3 weeks. They recovered a higher than average number of diamonds smaller than 100 carats, and they feel that this reinforces management's decision to focus operations in this region and embrace new processing technologies. That new processing technology they're talking about is X-ray technology that they're using in both the concentration and recovery areas. In diamonds can be found when they're trying to recover it through the milling process using X-ray sorters, and so they're using that on both the concentration and recovery areas. They will be selling these stones through a beneficiation joint venture they have with Steinmetz Diamonds. Steinmetz Diamonds is a large South African rough diamond dealer at market value. They will also participate equally in the value uplift once these stones have been polished and sold into the market. The frequency of Rockwell's recoveries in the 20 to 100 carat category have improved with the new mine plan that they're using and the X-ray sorter. There's a quote from James Campbell, who's the CEO and president of Rockwell, who said, and I quote, "Recovery of 4 rough diamonds exceeding 100 carats within a 3-week period is a milestone in our objective to grow production in the MOR region, where we have a significant inventory of high-value in-situ diamonds. It also attests to the quality of our recovery processes, where the implementation of fit-for-purpose technology has improved our ability to recover large stones. This includes the bulk X-ray technology, which we pioneered in the full production environment at SHC, as well as our strong skills at Saxon Drift, where efficiency initiatives in the Pan plant are paying off. Our objective to increase alluvial production volumes in this area to 500,000 metric meters squared per month is aimed at improving the quarterly earnings visibility of the company through the more regular production of larger stones such as these. Importantly, these 100 carat stones were recovered from 2 new mining areas, namely the Saxon Drift extension, acquired with the purchase of the Jasper project in March 2012, and the Saxon Drift Hill extension, and show tangible progress with our strategy," end quote. Now, that they talk about some very nice stones in those results, but ultimately, it comes down to, can the company make money off of how much they're processing. So I'll be interested to see future quarterly reports to see how these the revenue from these bigger stones and all the stones they're getting are in relation to the costs of processing them. The stock symbol on Rockwell is RDI, and that trades on the Toronto Exchange. The next company I wanted to talk about today is AuRico Gold. They declared a quarterly dividend. All amounts are in US dollars unless otherwise indicated. AuRico Board of Directors declared the company's dividend payment of 4 cents per share for the third quarter ending September 30th, 2013, payable on October 29th, 2013, to shareholders of record at the close of business on October the 11th, 2013. Previously announced, AuRico's board approved a dividend policy as described here. In 2013, the company intends to pay an annual dividend of 16 cents per common share, payable quarterly. In subsequent years, the quarterly dividend will be linked to operating cash flow as reported in the company's financial statements, whereby the company intends to pay out 20% of the OCF generated in the preceding quarter by the company's outstanding common shares at the time the dividend is approved. They also have announced a dividend reinvestment plan. Very interesting, you know, this obviously the company has confidence in their ability to generate free cash flow from their operations. That's a pretty reasonable size dividend, and very, very impressive. I recently started, or I recently added this company to my to the best of the best in weekly picks, stock picks, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from the company. The stock symbol is AUQ, and that trades on the Toronto Exchange. The next company I wanted to talk about is Newstrike Capital. They released further results from continuing drill program at their 100% owned Ana Paula project in Guerrero, Mexico. This drilling was designed to test the margins of the breccia zone mineralization near surface, and also tested the continuity of the mineralization at depth beneath Ana Paula's floating cone pit, which was announced in their press release of May 2013. Highlights include one of the holes had a 87 meters of 2.08 grams per ton gold. This included a higher grade subinterval of 23.42 meters of 4.15 grams per ton gold. They had a near surface intersection of 213 meters of 3.45 grams per ton gold. Very nice grades for a near surface discovery. Included in that was a 20 meter subinterval of 16.92 grams per ton gold. They had another hole that intersected 64 meters of 4.32 grams per ton gold starting at surface, including 11.07 meters of 12.40 grams per ton gold. Another hole intersected 62 meters of 3.13 grams per ton gold, and starting near surface, including a subinterval of 13.67 meters of 6.82 grams per ton gold. Very nice grades in this near surface target here. You know, most of these days I'm seeing in these kind of projects less than a gram. Here you've got multiple grams, and right at surface, and then it has a good extensions at depth as well. This is a very interesting company. I'm going to do some homework on this one, and if all pans out, I think there's a good chance this will be in our end of the week best of the best in weekly news picks. Their stock symbol is NES, and that trades on the Venture Exchange. The next company I wanted to talk about is Klondex Mines. They updated their mineral resource estimate, and it verifies continuity and high grades at Fire Creek. This is for their 100% owned Fire Creek underground gold project. The resource estimate is complete. The resource estimate consists of measured and indicated resources totaling 295,000 ounces of gold at 44.7 grams per ton gold, and inferred resources of 421,000 ounces of gold at 19.2 grams per ton at Fire Creek, applying a 7 gram per ton cutoff. The new mineral resource estimate illustrates that high grades at Fire Creek confirming the continuity of gold mineralization down dip and along strike from work completed mainly in the main zone. There's a quote from Paul Hewitt, who is Klondex's president and chief executive officer. He stated, and I quote, "We have reached a major milestone in defining the Fire Creek deposit, only limited by the completed drilling and underground development program. This high-quality resource estimate shows the potential of Fire Creek and is substantiated by the underground development program. The deposit remains open along strike and at depth, providing Klondex with upside for resource growth, given that 93% of Fire Creek's property is unexplored. We've focused drilling to define the main zone and can now begin to expand exploration and step out our drilling, providing the needed data to convert the existing known mineralization into additional resource ounces and, as a result, further unlock the value at Fire Creek. We will use this resource and the knowledge gained from our underground development program to complete a preliminary economic assessment prepared by PM, which is anticipated to be completed by the end of 2013. The high-grade nature of this deposit will play a key role in assessing economic scenarios for Fire Creek." End quote. So, although this isn't, a really a large in the sense of ounces per ton so far, they're looking at, 750,000 ounces of gold. What is very exciting is the extremely high grade. For example, as they mentioned in the measured and indicated, they're looking at a grade of 44.7 grams per ton gold. So it's very high grade, and in an underground operation that can be very profitable kind of material. I also like that there is potential to grow the deposit, and part of their future work will be, because it's open, will be to further expand on the size of the resources and also bring the inferred numbers up into the measured and indicated categories. And so they've got this is a very interesting project. Again, it's not really big, but it has the potential of getting bigger, and it's definitely very high grade. The stock symbol on that one is KDX, and they trade on the Toronto Exchange. The next company is Gold Reach. Gold Reach intersected 89 meters of 0.50% copper equivalent, including 56 meters of 0.60% copper equivalent at the Ox deposit. Assay results are, they've got 5 holes here, have been received. The Ox deposit is located 4 kilometers north-northeast of the company's West Seal discovery, and both deposits occur on the company's 100% owned UTSA property located adjacent to the producing Huckleberry mine south of Smithers. They had one of their holes, as they mentioned, hit 56 meters of 0.60% copper equivalent from 41 to 97 meters. They had a 24.2 meter intersection of 0.64% copper equivalent. Another one of 16 meters of 0.65% copper equivalent. That was from their, that was a more high-grade material. They also had some interesting molybdenum numbers in there as well, but that goes into the copper equivalent number. The 2013 drilling at the Ox deposit has focused on infilling and expanding near-surface mineralization along a higher grade core that runs the length of the system, and was looking to increase resource categories, tonnage, and grade of the deposit. So they're very busy on this project, getting some encouraging results. Not super high grade, but it's up there, and this is definitely a large tonnage type target. So if you combine the grade and the tonnage potential, got a very interesting project here. The stock symbol is GRV, and they trade on the Venture Exchange. The next company I have is SandGold. SandGold drills multiple new gold zones. They've discovered multiple new zones of gold mineralization along their shoreline basalt host unit within close proximity to existing infrastructure at its Rice Lake mining complex in Manitoba. They had some very good results. One of the holes had 10 meters of 7 grams per ton. Another had 4.3 meters of 12.4 grams per ton gold in their new, what they call their scout zone. Their Ian Berzans, who's SandGold's president, chief executive officer, and chief operating officer, stated, and I quote, "The analysis undertaken this year by our exploration geologists has provided significant and valuable insight into controlling structures that govern gold mineralization both regionally and within immediate reach of our mine infrastructure," end quote. So that's very interesting. They found a new zone. It seems to have some very high grades in it. And it's close to where they already have a lot of underground working, as this is a producing mine. So very interesting results there. The stock symbol is SGR, and that trades on the Toronto Exchange. And the final news release today is from Forum Uranium. They announced follow-up prospecting and expanding radar surveys on Forum Uranium claims at Patterson Lake. They're doing further work on their 100% owned Clearwater project on trend and immediately adjacent to the southwest of the Alpha Minerals and Fission Uranium's Patterson Lake South discovery. Those that have tuned into the show lots know that I've talked about Fission and Alpha Minerals Patterson Lake South discovery. It is one of the best. It is the best discovery that I've seen in many years in Saskatchewan, and Forum has some ground that's adjacent to that. Forum has conducted ground radiometric prospecting, lake sediment geochemical surveys, and soil gas radon surveys in late August and early September. These are all techniques that companies use to try to trace and refine their targeting of where they'll have future drilling. They're doing additional prospecting of airborne radiometric anomalies, expanding on their radon survey that will take place. The radon survey has been very successful in helping them refine their targets, and they're going to expand on that work. And upon the completion of all this follow-up program, they'll conduct ground electromag surveys this fall and ground gravity in early winter to outline targets for drilling in late January 2014. So I've been watching this company because of their close proximity to the Patterson Lake South project. They've got a very good address there. And then, you know, as a company gets into a good area like that, then they start doing their geophysical work and other geochemical work to try to pinpoint where they should be drilling. And it looks like all the tests are being ticked off as they go through the various different lists of things that they want to do to refine their targets. So I'm very interested in that project. The stock symbol on Forum is FDC, and they trade on the Venture Exchange. So that's all the news for today. As always, you know, what I do is something I've done since 2005 when I first started my Allen Berry reports. I go through a bunch of press releases, try to find the best of those. Those are the ones that I do my homework on to try and find the ones that have the best chance of turning into winners. And I've done that a lot over the years. I've had a very high success rate of picking those kind of winners because I'm so disciplined in doing this work every day, and also using my training on what to look for in drill holes and my experience in looking at those to help you find good companies. And now I do this all as the chief market commentator for AGORACOM, so you can find my work on agoracom.com or also at blog.agoracom.com and on my own website at allenberryreports.com. On that note, I'm going to close, but before closing, I always like to stress it's important for you to do your own homework and speak with your financial advisors before making any investment decisions. On that note, have a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.